Hello and welcome to the FDC installation video. The FDC pedestrian detection camera system utilises the most up-to-date technology to make operators more aware of the pedestrians working in the vicinity of potentially dangerous materials handling equipment in any environment. This system uses the latest artificial intelligence algorithms to detect moving and static pedestrians. Within this installation guide, we will outline how to install the Heineken specifications on this system onto a standard 2-ton electric counterbalance truck. The process can be followed for most types of materials handling equipment. The Heineken specifications is as follows: front-facing camera, rear-facing camera, front driver alert display, rear driver alert display, front pedestrian alarm, rear pedestrian alarm. Please note that with certain truck types and models, this system will tie into the truck's existing creep or dual speed functionality, if available. Pedestrian detection camera unit. Optional camera magnetic mounting kit. Pedestrian detection camera calibration kit. Camera wiring harness 3 meters. System main harness. Power connector kit. Driver alert display forward type. Driver alert display reverse type. Mounting brackets. Pedestrian detection camera output device. Custom pedestrian alarm forward. Custom pedestrian alarm reverse. Asset tracking unit. Selection of extension cables. Selection of fixings for this system. All workshop regulations must be adhered to during installation. Ensure you are in a safe working area. Ensure you have the relevant tools available, for instance, hand drill, drill bits, 5mm, 6.5mm, cable ties, multimeter, step ladder or raised working platform. Ensure that the fork truck is electronically isolated and safe to work on. Unbox and inspect the components. Identify each of the components and their relationship with each other. Identify mounting locations on the fork truck. First, we'll look at camera locations. 2 identical cameras are supplied. One must be installed facing forward and the other must be installed facing rearward. When choosing locations for the FDC pedestrian cameras, the camera needs a good view in the direction of travel. For the rear-facing camera, this should be mounted on the center of the truck's axes at the overhead guard height. Be mindful of any height restrictions on site which may affect the choice of mounting position on the fork truck. Typically, the rear camera will be fitted with a downward angle of 35 degrees to provide the most effective coverage in the protection zone. For the front-facing camera, when choosing the position for the front-facing camera, it is important to consider the view through the mast. The camera should be installed so that it is at an angle of 35 degrees from the horizontal. Camera mounting method. Using the brackets supplied, install the camera so that it is securely attached to the overhead guard of the forklift truck. It must be secure so that it does not vibrate or move in any way. It must be secure so that the mounting angle cannot be altered by any unauthorized personnel. Mounting the driver alert display. Within the kit, you will find 2 DAD units. One unit is designed to be mounted at the front of the fork truck and the other is designed to be installed behind the driver for use when the fork truck operator is reversing. The driver alert displays are designed to provide a visual and audible indication to the forklift operator whenever pedestrians are detected by the cameras. These units must be clearly visible to the fork truck operator. To secure the display to the equipment, we recommend using the mount supplied. The asset tracking unit needs to be installed ideally within the dashboard or steer column to reduce any metal interference. Metal in close proximity could interfere with signal quality. Once the asset tracking module has been mounted, it can be then plugged into the main harness using plug number X08. MDVR. The MDVR unit is an optional extra. Should an MDVR be included in the kit, a few considerations need to be made when choosing a mounting location for the hard drive to be mounted. The installation point must not be in the engine bay or near to hydraulic pump or hydraulic oil tank. This is to protect the MDVI unit from the possibility of exposure to very high temperatures, which may cause damage to the unit or to the wiring harness. The main system harness should be mounted at the same location to make the installation simpler. There must be access to the unit to retrieve the hard disk drive. There should be limited or no access to unauthorized personnel. When securing the recording unit, it has pre-drilled holes in the tabs. We suggest M5 pins to secure the unit. Electronic installation. Once the hardware locations have been established, the next task is to secure the system power requirements and cable management. Lay all harnesses out and identify the sockets. The system requires switched fused 12 volts. Alarms are to be fitted into the direction of travel. An exploded harness diagram will be included within each kit. Now on to first-time power-up. Once a suitable power source has been established, we can start to connect the device. Connect power to XO1 plug. We are now ready for a staged power-up and test. Next, connect the front camera to XO3 and front display to X10. With power introduced, the front camera and front display are active and ready for testing. Walk into the path of the camera's detection zone to activate the LED and buzzer. At this point, you are testing the hardware, the angle of the camera, and the detection zone area. Once you are satisfied with the staged power-up and test, you are ready to perform the same process to the rear camera. Take the rear camera lead and plug into X04. Take the rear display lead and plug into X12. With power introduced, the rear camera and rear display are active and ready for testing. Simply walk into the path of the camera's detection zone to activate LED and buzzer. At this point, you are testing the hardware, angle of camera, and detection zone area. At this stage, the pedestrian camera system is operational. Any persons that enter the zone will activate the buzzer and will illuminate both displays' LED indicators in the direction of the hazard. If you feel the detection area needs refining, then the Wi-Fi dongle is required. The dongle is installed between the camera connector and the camera extension loom. With this programming dongle connected between the camera and the loom, programming is carried out via a Wi-Fi based interface that can be accessed by any modern smartphone or tablet. Within each kit, you will find a set of programming instructions for each camera. These should be followed if detection zones need to be altered or changed per camera. Please refer to the installation guide document for further information on camera refinement. Troubleshooting. A troubleshooting guide will be included within each kit. This will include common issues when setting up the system and solutions to remedy each of them. I hope this has been a helpful installation tutorial. For further information, please refer to the digital information guide provided.